Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on euro currency. Sorry for some delay with the report releasing, so just not enough time yesterday to complete it and do it today. So today also I will prepare the call report as well, so that probably it will be all late in the sessions closer to the evening. So actually, guys, currently we have more important technical moments on the higher time frames, on the weekly and the monthly, rather than on the daily. Because on the daily, you could see the performance of the rest of the week was very slow. We do not have any clear patterns, and we do not have here any ready for trading setups. So actually here, the major thing that we could do is just wait in what way euro currency and market in general will clarify the resistance on the monthly chart, how it will respond, what patterns will be formed. So that's actually what we need to monitor here, this major task. On the higher time frames, as we already mentioned it in the last week, but this week it will be in particular important just because January, from the technical point of view, is a vital month for the Brent bottom on the monthly chart. At least if we apply the strict rules to the Brent bottom by the chart Napoli, and as you know, that's Brent bottom has to start within the 1-3 closes above the moving average, and January it will be already the third close above the moving average. And it also agrees with the condition that market has to reach important level, and 110, 109.50, 110.50 is important fib resistance that we have on the weekly chart and on the monthly chart. Also, it's monthly overbought, so everything create really solid resistance on the high time frame, and January is the third month. So if Brent bottom works, it has to start working right from there, which means that since this is high time frame, it's monthly, weekly, it should start with some clear bearish reversal pattern on a lower time frame, in particular on a daily. On the daily, for instance, it might be hand and shoulders that we already mentioned. Besides, this upward action on the weekly chart looks just like the perfect thrusting action. And for example, on the weekly chart, we also could get double repo sell and Brent bottom pattern, although I prefer the double repos just because it better fits to idea of the monthly Brent bottom trade. That's in particular what we intend to do in the nearest time on euro currency. Speaking about taking the long position, well, guys, theoretically it is not forbidden, but the existence of the strong monthly resistance and the monthly overbought puts some limits on the targets of the long positions that you could try to take. In particular speaking, if by some pattern you're taking the long position on the intraday charts, for example, your target can't be higher and in excess of the previous top and or monthly overbought area. Besides, 109.42 is the weekly resistance that intrudes in your intraday trading. So anyway, you have to consider these areas as potential target. That's the major condition that you need to remember. You could, if you would like to, you could take the long position even with the some bearish background on the monthly chart, weekly chart, but you need to remember about these limitations on your trading. So meantime, on the daily chart, we have no even theoretical rights to open the long positions just because trend has turned bearish on the daily chart. So our daily and intraday context is bearish, and we're not considering taking any new long position, at least on the daily chart. But unfortunately, as I said, here we do not have any clear patterns. So yes, we have some kind of the hints on the divergence here. As a potential downside destination points, we consider on the coming week just two levels. First one is 107.20, next one around 106.30. It's just because it accompanied with the daily average sold. So probably the downward action on common week hardly will become lower than these ones. That's all things that we could extract from the daily analysis. On the longer time frame, so on the 4 time frame chart, mostly picture stands the same. We see some downside continuation on Friday. Here we have the divergence. This divergence makes sense just because it is formed at the major weekly resistance level. So it is important. It's not just in some free space, which we treat as an unreliable divergences. But if divergence is accompanied with the big important levels, it always makes sense. So based on this divergence, well, theoretically, it suggests drop between the bottom of the divergence peaks. So it means somewhere around 10750 areas might be achieved just based on the divergence analysis, theoretically. Currently, action stands very gradual and slow, which is normal in the beginning of the some kind of downward action, maybe in the first stage. But you can see the multiple reversal bars that were forming. First one on the top, next one here, reversal bar. Once again, this also reversal bar. So any upward pullbacks is selling down. The scale is not big, it is slow, gradual, but still you can see some tendency. On the hourly chart, here is actually mostly, so we'll take a look at this just pressed picture. You could see that it might be some kind of the rounding in top is forming, because the choppy action with some gradual slowdowning and turning the direction is very typical for rounding type of action. But also you could recognize some minor patterns that stands inside of this big rounding top. For example, recall what we talked about, different hand and shoulders. This first one is big that we mentioned on the daily chart. This also might be some minor pattern. So particularly speaking, what we could consider for trading in the beginning of the next week. Here we could consider some pullback somewhere to the 109 area. If it will take shape kind of the catalyst triple to sell or something of that sort, or maybe it will be some kind of the head and shoulders or triple top or something of that sort, we could consider taking the short position because our major context is down. So that's just a few things that we could keep an eye on in the trading here. So, but our major task, of course, is to get something on a daily. So if EUR indeed will show the weakness and a response on a strong monthly resistance, it could bring you really great attempt, really great trading setup with the big extended downside targets. And that's the thing that we do not want to miss. And from that standpoint, our primary task is to monitoring of the daily chart. All other stuff that we have on intraday charts with these minor patterns to trading, this is also good, but this is not well, just our my major target.